Invincible Season 3 was good. You damn brats need to stop complaining before you ruin a good thing. After seeing some of the other reviews for this season, I've decided the Invincible Season 3 discourse doesn't need unnecessary complaints or senseless glaze. It needs someone who understands what the fans deserve and what they need. So here's the portal review for Invincible Season 3. Animation. Apparently, February hit and suddenly everyone and their mother's favorite word became impact frame. I personally see Invincible as adult animation, a genre where storytelling and characterization take priority over flashy visuals. The investment is more so meant to be made for the drama and narrative than the actual fight scenes. But does that mean people are wrong for saying the animation is subpar and making the invincible.png jokes? No, because you're right. If you just finished watching Demon Slayer or Solo Leveling and picked up Invincible in their place, you need to manage your expectation. Anime studios operate under brutal working conditions, and if that's the level of animation you expect from Invincible in the same time frame, you might want to reconsider what you're watching it for.
But, Portal, what about Arcane? That show has great storytelling, characters, and animation. Why wouldn't you want that for Invincible?
Well, Arcane releases seasons 3 years apart. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be 37 by the time this show finishes adapting the comics. That said, I think the animation is just fine. Now for the actual story. Season 3 gives Oliver real depth, making him a foil to Mark's humanity by initially embodying their father's Viltrumite philosophy. After Mark's fight with Omni-Man and his fallout with Cecil, it's compelling to see him confront these values in someone who isn't a direct threat or an authority figure, but a kid he has to raise. This adds a new leadership dynamic that forces Mark to mature while staying true to his character. Even by the end, while he proves fit to lead, he still refuses to do so with the Guardians. And the moral dilemma of no killing. The show doesn't present killing versus not killing as a simple dilemma with a perfect answer. Mark's struggles feel real. He's in a story that can actually end, so his choices matter. You can genuinely see him going either way on these tough decisions, which makes them feel more weighted and earned. The power scaling feels off. We're told Mark is 138% stronger, supposedly on Anissa's level, but then we see him struggle against opponents he should be wiping the floor with. At times, it feels like the showrunners are asking Mark to go and struggle within the fights just to stretch out the runtime. Honestly, I'd rather be watching the adventures of Seth Rogen and J.K. Simmons as Alan and Nolan. Expanding their cast would have been a way better use of screen time. The Conquest fight. This season finally delivers the Conquest fight, and it's fascinating to contrast it with Mark's battle against Omni-Man in Season 1. Back then, Mark was trying to talk his father out of Conquest, believing in redemption. But now, he's facing someone he wants to kill. And here's the kicker, he could have avoided the fight entirely. He had the perfect opportunity to lie his way out of it, but he chooses not to. Even when Conquest opens up about his loneliness within Viltrumite culture. A moment that past Mark might have seen as a reason to de-escalate, this Mark doesn't care. He still wants Cecil to confirm that Conquest is dead after the fact. Cecil, the guy who always does the right thing. The added moment with Conquest does something important. It shows that Viltrumites aren't inherently evil. They're not monsters by nature. They're just shaped by the brutal traditions of their culture. They're bound by expectations they've never questioned, and ironically, Conquest meets his end because of the very thing he lacked: relationships. Mark wins because of Oliver and Eve. They're the ones who give him an opening. At the start of the fight, Mark just wants something to hit, but as it drags on, and as Oliver and Eve sacrifice themselves to help him, he's reminded why he's fighting in the first place. That's what pushes him to fight like a true Viltrumite, his human values. It's the perfect way to close out the season, leaving Mark in a compelling place for the arcs to come. Final thoughts. Despite its flaws, Season 3 is just another strong entry in Invincible's run. The animation isn't flawless, maybe it's not even good, but it gets the job done. The power scaling is a little wonky, but the character work is top tier, and most importantly, the story is still delivering real stakes, real consequences, and real growth. So yeah, stop complaining. This is the good stuff. And that was the Portal review for today. I would love to know, what are you guys going to be tuning into after this? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day. And that was the episode.